Well, the city of Oak Ridge is celebrating new space for some of its oldest and youngest residents. City leaders chose Studio 4 Design to develop a new senior center. Right now, seniors use the Civic Center's recreation building, but in the future, they will have their own space. The new facility will be about 11,000 square feet and include a kitchen, craft and exercise rooms, a lounge, and other common spaces. Leaders say it's an asset to both Oak Ridge and the nearby communities.
We're very excited as a city to be able to provide this facility and the opportunities it will provide to our seniors. We have a large senior population, and it will serve just not only Oak Ridge but the surrounding areas.
Oak Ridge will also broke ground today on a new preschool. That project involves improving the park area around the school with new fields and courts, public space, and a walking trail. Well, at some